Mom, are you rolling the camera?
Yeah.
I like it when camera is rolling.
It's rolling.
Okay.
Oh, we're in already?
Yeah.
Is the cameras must roll the whole time.
Let me say this one more time before we start, officially. You must edit this out. I hate Amapiano.
That might just be the promo. That'll be on the promo, sir.
Dragging me.
That'll be on the promo.
The streets
I
will
hate
drag
my
me.
piano.
Sell a lot of t-shirts that have
I would buy something that says I hate my
But you must get ready for a lot of tomatoes as well.
Yeah, of course. I think which by the way is weird because somehow a lot of people in the industry, especially people who are in the higher ranks of entertainment industry, the performers, have not shared their opinions on anything because they are scared of being thrown tomatoes at. And I'm uncensored AF, but I won't go and tweet I hate unless you ask me. And when you ask me, I'm like, no, it doesn't speak to me. Yeah. It doesn't speak to me.
Man, it's okay not to like something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay not to like something. Next thing, now you're doing things because you'll wake up and ask, is it okay for me to wear a white shirt?
Exactly. Like the other day, people literally, have you noticed that they're gonna tweet, is it okay for me to say that I don't like something? And that's the
I think there's a way of saying it.
There is.
Don't say I hate Amapiano.
I think just be true. If you wanna say, but then that's not you being you. That's not you being you.
But I don't
how
hate
you wanna
them,
express
though.
yourself.
But I don't hate them. Though.
Then you are misinforming people.
But you're just doing semantics now. You want people to hate him because he's saying, I don't want to say I hate. I just want to say it doesn't speak to me or it's not my cup of tea.
That's another problem. So now you're gonna live your life wanting to be loved so much.
No, it's not that you want to be loved or not want to be loved. It's just you need to be PC, honey.
No, it's what I am.
Did you see Speedster's comment on Casper's
shoes? I personally don't like those shoes as well.
He didn't have to say that.
He did not, unless he was asked.
What do you mean? Okay, that's interesting. What do you mean? What was he meant to say?
He
said something about whatever your hustle.
He respects the hustle.
Respect the hustle. And just leave it at that, and we keep it moving.
Yeah.
The part about I wouldn't wear those.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. I also think so because you're
acting as if no wait, you're acting as if you are showing love to my hustle, but that's not what you're doing. You just want.
But it doesn't have to love the hustle.
You're just telling the people that you don't fuck with my shoe.
My only thing is unless that's my only thing.
But that's what social media is.
No, but unless
it's my
Casper
platform to put out whatever.
But that's a specific point. Unless Casper went and tagged him and was like, "Yo, boy,
what you think about
exactly." Or are you gonna cop the new
someone, not even him. Someone just asked him, "Yo, would you rock these?" Then
they're not true.
No, I wouldn't.
So then, what if he writes, "These are dope"?
But
I'm
I wouldn't
definitely getting these. Why would he write that as well then? Because if you're gonna,
he doesn't have to write that I'm getting these if he's not getting them. He can just say, I respect your hustle. I see you.
All right. Move on. Yeah. Mob, are we still rolling? Awesome stuff. This is me trying to get my totes to the totes, bring myself back to the ground, just so we can get started. What's up, friends and family? My name is Sai Jones, and welcome to the Sai Sessions. That is an official introduction because we've been chatting just before this, and that might just go up in this. But anyway, it's definitely it's going on the promo. It's going on the promo. I'm sitting with two gentlemen right next to me. I love it when I have more than one human being, rather more than me. I love it when I have another human being. Guys, stop it. I'm trying to do an intro here.
Okay, go ahead.
I love it when there's more than just me on the pod that has to come and share their opinion, their information, get to know them on whatever the case is. And today we're doing a very special episode whereby we're gonna be casting a bunch of topics, and then we're gonna be sharing our opinion. And the people that are here with me today are, this is Mlu. He goes, do you want me to go by Perfecto?
Mlu
Sibiya,
that's my
because people have personas. I need to make sure which persona you want to be going
That's
to be
okay.
known by.
Today for the purpose of this
Mlu.
podcast, Mlu Sibiya.
Mlungis.
It should be enough.
For the purposes of this podcast, I've got Mlu, the MD of Key Music, and I've got DJ and producer Mzu,
One and only.
the one and only. Sharp, I nearly said Mzu Panache because you'll forever be a Panache boy.
Forever.
I'm getting a tattoo, a Panache boy tattoo.
That will be interesting. That will be interesting. Panache boy forever. Thank you guys for joining me. Actually, thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
Just want to get the, what do they say, protocol out of the way.
The formal stuff is out now.
Yeah. So we can get to the chats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to hear what you guys have to say with everything that we gonna put on the table today. I don't even know where to start now that we are officially starting.
I think we can start and then we'll find a way around.
We'll find a way around it, right?
Yeah.
So there's just been conversation in the streets, on the socials about certain things, and I think it's been a while where I wanted to have people come together and we just comment on what people are actually commenting about in music and the entertainment space. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I was just thinking on my way here that I think each one of us have been in a space whereby we've played music. We've also done events as well, right? Like you do an event that now, since we're on lockdown.
And how come I've never been booked for that event?
Ooh,
Well, the event is not over.
great
Good one.
answer. Great answer. Great answer.
We can only put 3 people on at a time.
Yeah, and by that you on your event you have 2-hour-long sets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 2 hour long minimum.
Yeah.
That sounds like home.
Right? That is how a DJ
You have to express yourself, you know, and you don't have to keep visiting. So the one time to come through, you've got enough time to give us a taste of who you are.
Yeah. And I think a lot can be done. Like you can do a lot in 2 hours, and some might argue that 2 hours is actually not even enough. And some might say that it's pretty long.
Look, 2
don't
hours.
know.
2 hours for me is perfect. I think every I think sets should be 2 hours long.
Whose phone is on vibrate? Is it mine? It's not mine.
No, it's at the back.
So it's your phone. Yeah, no, like I could.
The phone without an
The
alarm.
phone without an alarm, without the ringtone is the loudest one right now. So sorry, you were saying? 2 hour sets.
2 hour sets are perfect. I think all sets should be 2 hours long. This 30-minute, 45-minute set thing doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, cool.
If you're worried about 2 hours, I will question your music collection. Like how much music are you carrying around? It's even easier to have music on you now. So I feel like 2 hours is not too long. It's
I
enough.
agree.
Yeah.
I've done 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's that Durban July, one of the marquees there.
Why? What was the story there? I'm not saying I'm against
suit.
6 hours. In a suit. I'm not saying I'm against 6 hours, but I'm just asking what was the scenario?
I think the planning by the people who were doing the event. It's like the performances are gonna start. I think the performance was starting at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. and they opened at like 12.
12.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I was the resident.
Okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense because you have literally people that will complain about an hour set on some. It's long. I'm just like, how is it long? But I guess also when we consider the space, because I always thought it's more of a where you're playing type situation, because if you're doing a club, a high energy club, an hour is ample time. Like a high energy club, I'm talking high energy club. An hour is ample time where you find that you need to kind of also have a situation where you shift genres, which is what we do in South Africa. We shift genres, right? Look,
Unfortunately,
your
we
face.
don't have that problem.
Your face. You don't have that problem, right?
Yeah.
You don't
That's
have the
the
problem.
good side, yeah.
And that I'm thinking, Nyani Guti, and you've never had anyone go, your 2 hours is too long, ne?
Well, I guess the only thing is, if you have got a lot of gigs, it may seem like it's too much because it limits your time to make other commitments.
Yeah.
But we're not really looking for someone who's got too many commitments. You want to be found at one place. It must be special, you know. Maybe have the other shows the next day or something like that. So if it's too much, then we haven't hit the right spots with getting the right person.
Yeah, as soon as the president opens, I'm coming over.
You should.
Coming through.
No, really, because I think for me, the time I've played at Spiritual, I've had 2 gigs maximum, but also that was during COVID period. So like, I've had 2 gigs maximum in one night.
That's a lot.
Yeah, COVID, that's a lot.
2 gigs, that's a lot. 2 appearances, that's you know?
Tell my bank account that.
Okay.
I'm just
So how many more
saying.
gigs have you been doing though throughout?
I mean, what? During COVID?
Yeah.
Guys, go during COVID. I think the busiest I found myself during COVID, myself, and I know there are people, guys, who are more busy. Actually, people are busy. Hey, there are kids out there who are gigging during COVID for days even. Like I said, 2 in a night would be maximum, and you'd find that that's probably a Friday or a Saturday night. 3 in a weekend is like great. Imagine.
Yeah, no, I also haven't done more than 2.
And it's not very easy as well. It's not very easy because everyone wants to be gigging.
Yeah.
Sharing that space. Now, next thing you come for a 3rd time, Mzu's like...
It's like, John, why are you having me? Why have I never been there?
and the thing is, it depends on what kind of music you play. Like, I'm a rocking DJ, so if curfew is at 9, I can't be rocking it like at 5.
Because you're a rocking DJ.
Yeah, so I can only do that 8 to 9 slot. So it's been hard.
By the way, actually, on that conversation of just is it a problem if you are a versatile kind of DJ? Because I'm thinking there are some promoters who say, I remember reading this, and it was, I booked a DJ to play a hip hop set and they pulled up and played piano, and and then I'm laughing because we all know who they were talking about.
Who's this?
At the time, I'm not sure. I think they might. I'm trying to think. At the time, it was funny because I think they might have been talking about PH, because you find that you book him for a hip hop set because he's a hip hop DJ, and then he comes and pulls up and plays piano. And then someone was like, hey, you're messing up with my whole night. And I don't know how other people feel about that. But I think if you curate a night and you book someone for like a hip hop set and they come and they play hip hop, you're kind of messing up with their whole night, aren't you?
Is PH a hip hop DJ, or is he like...
He's very versatile. Yeah, he's a versatile. He's an open format DJ.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah, he's an open format DJ.
I guess with someone like that...
Classify,
maybe... conversation prior to it happening.
Yeah.
But it's not very easy to. It's just obviously, but that's a big surprise.
It's a big surprise for me if I'm curating.
Especially because it takes a lot to put together a lineup as well.
Yeah.
You don't just say you playing at this time, you playing at that time. It's just also understanding the energy of the night. Next thing now, he could have played 2 sets earlier, or 2 sets later.
So I remember seeing that, and a lot of people were just like, oh no, they should just go with the flow. I'm just like, but it's not your flow as a DJ. I mean, I must somehow, but at the same time, what DJ wants to be told what to play? But if you book for if you're a hip hop DJ and you play hip hop, then you should play hip hop. But it's a different conversation if, let's say, it's house, and then because we know that house is like huge, then you come and you pull up and you kind of decide what you want to play at the time. Is it a different conversation? Because
don't tell me what to play.
Don't tell me. I feel like that too. Don't tell
Genre
me
or
what to
songs?
play. Genre. In we're talking about house now, right? Yeah, we're talking about house. Don't tell me what to play.
Okay. Yeah.
No, because
as a DJ, I should know what kind of event I'm going to and what kind of music they play. But I shouldn't show up there and play my first song and you pull up DJ box. You're like,
no, don't play.
Just go this direction. No, don't.
Well, sometimes the thing is, maybe managers sometimes are at fault, or even artists themselves, because sometimes someone is eager to get a booking and they will hound you to get a booking, and then next thing when they come and play and you are trusting them to build the night, and then they want to rock from the first set, then you get into a problem. And then that's why I question, maybe, do you really not want to tell someone what to play as well? Or is
that's just being an amateur though. Why are you rocking for an opening
It's
set?
pressure. It's pressure. They want to make sure that they get this show again. They need to come back, etc. So different people. It's a skill as well.
You're right, actually, because
I made that mistake. But I was still starting out, so that's why I'm saying it's an amateur thing. There was a club somewhere next to House 22. So I went to go play. I think I was playing like at 5 p.m.
What? Del Kuze, what? Where's that?
It was like a little house. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, that whole area.
Yeah, it was a little house. So I was playing like a 5 to 6 set on a Friday. And you know, to me, 5 to 6, chill, soulful house. The guy who was a promoter there, he's like, yo, you need to come back. I'll give you like one of the main slots.
Yeah.
9 to 10 or something. Yo, got there. Yo, I rocked. The owner came and was like, no, you need to stop playing. Who's playing after you? Because I wasn't playing what, you know, being played at the spot.
I think I know what it is, because there's a friend that the same thing happened to.
Just like,
and they stopped him. I think the BPM was too high or what. Yeah.
You know when that happens, it's when DJs own the venue. It's because like a promoter or a freaking normal owner, they won't pull up on you and tell you to drop BPM, to play something less. You know, it's when a DJ owns that venue.
No, but I understand though. Like I was out of pocket. Like I shouldn't have been playing the music. I should have understood what kind of music is being played.
So it's a mistake that can happen.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
And it's still going to happen. Not through you, but it's still going to happen. And you do want to give guys that don't really have much experience a chance. So it's gonna happen every now and then.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely going to happen actually, because I remember I was doing, I think it was at the Sands. I was playing at the Sands. Why I'm name dropping places? I don't the Sands, but I was playing at the Sands. I think, and then there was a hand who was like, oh Flip, I've been wanting to meet you, and she met me, and then she was like, hey, I made a mistake of only preparing for the night, and she was playing at 6 p.m. Right, and that was like opening at 5. So she was like, Ash, I was like, no, it happens, these things. I didn't want to say you get used to it, because I don't want to undermine how long you've been doing this.
Yeah,
you know, I don't want to undermine it.
I think I might have been there.
You were at that event. You were. That event you were there, because when I got there playing, I saw you guys and I went to say hi.
I think I might have been there.
You were there. I don't want to know.
She did play Gombe.
She said she played.
I feel like you're already hearing the music.
I was there.
Like I remember seeing you, but I wasn't sure if you were there for her set. But she was like, hey, I only brought Gombe with me. I was like, it's fine, we'll do next time. That's what I said.
Who does that though? Like, I ask you as a DJ, doesn't your USBs have
like a variety of
everything?
Yeah.
No, but let's not have that chat, because we all know that DJs nowadays only. So we've had. I'm gonna tell you now. We've had incidences.
Common sense is not always common.
Common sense is not always common. Common sense is not always common. True, and I think that goes to what I want to say about. See, now I lost my damn train of thought. What are you saying?
No, I was asking, don't DJs carry like a variety of music?
And then I was okay. Now I remember what I was going to say. Right now, let's not chat like right now we don't see what's happening right now. Especially, I think also it's something that's been happening.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of some DJs telling me that there was a headliner after them that was playing, and then before the guys that were opening, let me not say opening for the headliner, but the guys that were playing before the headliner were told, no, don't play this song, or why are you playing all the rocking songs type of vibe. And in my,
I'm gonna reserve them for that
for the headliner. The headline, like literally, the guy was literally like,
unless it's their songs, I don't think it's necessary.
True, I agree. Unless it's their songs, but
because sometimes people wanna come and play
their own music.
I've represented an artist where someone wants to impress you and they're gonna try and squeeze in your songs because you're there now, and then but it's the thing of, okay, but
what now must I play?
But all right, cool. But at the same time, it's not the same experience because you bring this person so that you can actually see them perform the song.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree. I mean, whenever someone is let's say the headliner and I've got their music in my files and they're playing alongside, no, let me not say I've never not played someone's songs while I was sharing a stage with them. No, I probably have played
After or
one
before?
song. Probably before or after. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, after it's not a problem.
Yeah, probably before or after. I wasn't
Before
paying
is
attention.
not allowed.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, to be honest with you. But I'm also against.
Guys, don't play my music.
Don't play someone's. If you're
I'm on the
if you're in the lineup, don't touch it. I agree. But then what does that say then about that happening with someone once? I really don't play now, minus the situation whereby it's your songs. Ati, don't play. Why are you playing all the hits? Don't play all the hits. Then what does that say?
I think as DJs we probably think differently. So if I am playing before whatever the headline, I don't want to say people's names, and I know what kind of music they play. I think my job is to build up to
them,
to their set.
Yeah.
You know what? My facial expression was probably the worst. I don't. Why is it your business to build them up?
No.
That's your role in the night.
The role.
Who says it's your role?
Look.
Okay. Let him finish though.
Yeah.
For me, at the end of the night, a person who was there and loved music must say, I had a great time.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the music.
I agree.
If we're gonna go from Gqom to Deep House in the same night, at like, let's say that I'm playing Gqom at like 1 to 2, and then there's someone playing Deep House afterwards, that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make sense. Let's say it's a Vinny or a Christos.
Yeah.
There's someone who's there, can't wait to hear Christos and Vinny play. I get there, I'm playing right before them. I rock. And then they playing afterwards. It just took away from what
The experience?
Yeah, from an energy point of view.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe you could be sending a message. There's also very strategic ways of sending messages. Because you could be saying this is the hour that people need to go home. Or you're trying to, I don't know.
Okay, no, I don't. Okay, let me.
But
Before I
not
say
all
yes,
the
what are
time,
you
but-
saying actually?
So I'm saying if someone decides to put someone who's gonna, let me not pick genre, but to kill the mood after a rocking
Yeah,
set.
that's a
Yeah.
good.
Also
point.
low key sending a message of okay, we can start easing down now.
So if you are the
we're
last-
done for the night.
Yeah, if you're the last DJ of the night, you must,
Okay.
Sometimes people wanna end on a high and they're like one more song, and some people don't want that as well. I don't know. It's just it can be an way of seeing it as well.
It actually
I
happened
believe-
at the Sands where they had a legendary DJ playing, but you know how the Sands is, and I think it might have been Cosa Nostra. So like the energy is so high.
You're so high there, yeah.
And then they had like a deep house DJ and people left.
Do you see? That's the thing. You can't control things like that happening. So when I say that, why is it your problem that you're building up for the guy after you? Honestly speaking, I believe it's not your problem. What is your problem is creating an experience for the audience. If the experience is you want to build up, you are not sure what the guy after you is going to play. They might just break it down for all you know.
Yeah.
The only thing you're guaranteed for the night is the experience that you build for the person, but bearing in mind the whole situation and the whole vibe. As for me, building it up for you as a DJ,
No,
I
but
think
building
you
up
miss me.
does not mean be boring. At the same time, it's also a thing of that person that is sending people away. Are people there for them really?
True story.
Were they really there for him?
Yeah.
Because now they're leaving and he's playing, So
Again,
it's a mixture.
I'll blame the promoter.
How we set up the lineup.
How we set up the lineup.
But Pela, if you said that it was a headline, it was a OG prominent, they're not going to put them in an early set, are they?
And the crazy thing is when things go right, you don't give props to the promoter. The DJs were so good.
Yeah.
But when things go wrong,
True.
somehow it's the promoter,
promoter's
it's not
fault.
the DJs.
True, you're right.
No,
Crazy.
But in this case, it's a promoter, because why put him there? I think it might have been.
It's a risk. It's a risk he's willing to take.
Me
Yo,
and I think someone else, and then
yo.
like a legendary deep house set.
No, that doesn't make sense actually. How do you put rock,
Yeah.
and then you do like a legendary deep house? You know.
Oh, it's happened. When Glenn
Rock,
Lewis
rock,
was
rock, rock.
popping, there's a time where I think was playing at a stadium at midnight. So you know what type of energy you need at midnight. But he wanted to stay true to exactly what he is. So now it's a mixture of, but you brought me, you know what, I'm all about.
And just put
then
me
it's
at
a
this
thing of,
time.
okay, but it's this time.
It's not his fault though.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
No, I also don't think it's not, especially if you've already have promoted.
No, you have to be able to curate it very well.
Yeah, you have to. Because Nyani, there's some things that you can prevent and some things you can foresee. You know, especially unless it's a strictly it's an event that has a strict genre. We are born. It's not like an event where people want to rock. Then you need to kind of think like multiple times as to the direction you are trying to take for the event. You can't be put rock and then put someone is bona fide deep house.
Yeah, and people love rocking, eh?
People love this is South Africa. People love rocking. This is South Africa.
You can actually rock with deep house.
You can. You can. I was at in Mpumalanga this at the time, and time was what 12. Vinny was playing rocking deep house, and it was rocking. Okay. People were enjoying and having the best time of their lives.
Vinny Da Vinci is actually my favorite DJ in the whole world.
I think
in the whole world.
Really, that's
in the whole
huge.
World. Yeah, that's.
I'm not sure whether it's Vinny or China. It depends on the day.
Which China?
For me, it's Vinny. China.
Which one?
Deep inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like
Vinny. Oh my
I feel
goodness.
like it's a competition now.
No, but it's preference.
I don't have a favorite. I don't.
Ooh, maybe you are your favorite.
Maybe
DJ.
I am. Maybe I am. Actually, really, I don't. Why specifically? I just want to see what you look for when it comes to having a favorite DJ.
You just with Vinny for me.
Yeah, with Vinny for you.
I've just always enjoyed his sets. I think there's just one set where he's completely blew me away, and I always remind him about it. At Spring Fiesta. It's the one time I've ever seen Vinny rocking with shades.
Yes, yeah, you know.
Because I can't even say they were shades, they were dimmers. But the way that he was controlling that crowd. And I haven't really been to that event a lot of times, but there's that one iconic set that I'll never forget. And anytime, he's definitely the most trusted DJ for me.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
I trust him the most.
I understand 100% what you mean.
Big respect for that, man. Big.
With me.
With you, yeah.
China's amazing as well.
Guys,
like,
I actually think I got to. I mean, I've been known of China, of course, but I don't think I've ever experienced his sets.
China does his research. He's got the music. You've never heard him?
I've never experienced his sets. And I even did wait, but like.
What do you
mean? Why I'm missing?
Doesn't China have a podcast as well?
Does he still DJ as often?
I think it's got a podcast, but I'll try to get something for you.
There's still DJs as often.
No, it does.
And then how the hell am I missing it?
Because you go to your spots,
He even does deep in the city.
No, I've never.
You don't get there early enough.
No, not that I don't get there early enough. It's just that I never experienced, because deep in the city, guys, I will get there 3 p.m. I'll be there. Do you get me? 3 p.m. But on times on times where he's been on the lineup, I've been working. Unfortunately, I could never make deep in the city. But I'm still saying, even before Deep in the City, does he still do gigs as often as he used to? Because I'm thinking, how do I miss him?
Yeah.
Unless I should make it like a thing where I'm just like, you're going now. You're looking for it.
Yeah, turn your notifications on.
I'm looking. I will look.
His track selection.
I believe that. I mean.
And the mixing.
Like it sounds like he's playing songs that are produced by the same person.
Oh, cool.
The whole album. Like that's how clean the set is. It's like
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
knowing your music
That's-
enough to
that's
know what
knowing-
is gonna complement what.
Yes. And yeah.
Do you
Keys
know?
are so
Do you
important
know how hard it is to find songs
that have the same key for instance,
for an hour?
for an hour? Yeah, it's definitely hard.
Yeah, no, he's mixing. I always paid attention to his, like when he's DJing.
Even his
I'm not-
compilations. That's why
His
they make so much
compilations,
sense.
yes. His compilations.
Like when I'm out partying, I party, but when China is playing, I'm there just taking notes.
I swear. I swear. I've been in Joburg for like I think 4.5 years now, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I've just been paying attention to myself or more than anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'll make a plan, man. You.
No, China.
I'll make a plan.
Yeah, no, I played.
Chino best.
I played before him at Taboo this one time. So, because I got the lineup early, so I know I'm playing before China.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go deep. And he comes to the DJ box like halfway through my set. He's like, "Yeah, son, you're trying."
So what does that do?
What does that? Yeah, like what does that do for you?
No,
what does that do
no,
for you?
Especially I'm trying to figure out because this is someone you like. I'm
Yeah.
sure, like, that
would-
approval does.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
For me, the fact that Suge, where you were sitting,
Was
to come
ukuqalela,
tell me,
made
which
you
I'm
say you're
trying, even though
trying.
you were saying it as
You're
a joke,
trying.
I was like,
Yeah.
he sees what I'm doing.
That would
Yeah.
no, that would cripple me. Choose better words. I'm trying it.
No, but
No, it depends on how you take it.
no.
Nah, it will cripple me. I know, right? What do you mean I'm trying?
That time you're thinking you're rocking.
That time I think I'm rocking.
No, the
And
fact
he
that he
pulls
stood
up.
up and he came and he was like, "You're trying." I was like,
Yeah, that's a big
I was like,
gesture.
haha. And that's my favorite DJ.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, the fact that you focused on the fact that he stood up and pulled up on you. Hey,
halfway through my set, I was like, haha.
anxiety is a bitch, guys. Because me, it would be telling me he hates you. No, he's done. He hates you.
No.
Oh,
China's my guy.
that's good. At least you took it the right way. I need to learn how to take things like.
So you as your favorite DJ?
I don't think guys, I don't think I have one.
It's not me.
No, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, my friend. It's not you. It's not you. I don't. I think. No, I don't want to lie, guys. I mean, Kent comes to mind, but I don't want to lie to myself. At the same time, mainly because of skill. I don't know, but I don't want to lie to myself. I don't want to lie to myself and say I have a favorite. Oh, you know what? You know who I'm liking right now? Like a lot. Sonal musician. When it comes to his sets. I mean, you've got like amazing producers and you think that, they make basic DJs, producers like, okay, he's a great producer, but they might just be a basic DJ. So the time I experienced Sonal's set, I was just like standing there and watching the gent. And and I was just watching him and I'm just like, it's amazing the direction for this hour and 30 minutes that he took. The journey that he took us in, it was at Deep in the City, the journey that he took us in throughout this 1 hour, 30-minute duration. I just watched him and I'm just like, I had no idea that great producers can also make great DJs. And for me, I think at the time, it was his selection and where he took us as the audience, and also just in terms of just the ultimix that he was pulling up with, at the time. He was having so much fun.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That's what I'm liking. I'm not saying he's my favorite DJ, but I'm just saying I fucks with his set.
At that point,
Yeah,
yeah.
that time.
I haven't heard him. No, I've heard him play, but I haven't. I think
that
I've only watched like.
No,
his
those don't do
YouTube
justice.
things.
YouTubes
I
don't
haven't-
do those
I haven't
live
seen
things
him play
don't do
live.
justice.
But there's also-
Live is important.
I think there's also these different situations when it comes to the DJ sets. There's producers where it's almost mandatory for them to play their music because you're there to see them perform their songs, and then there's guys you want to hear DJ, for example. So it's a thing of, if you're gonna be watching Sanel, are you there? Does he have to play his music, or do you want to hear him educating you in some way, or he's got his own stuff that's coming, that's on the way, like a pre-listened situation, or so it differs, I think. So I guess for you, what experience was it?
I think
Was it him playing songs that you already know in a way that you never expected, or was it him
Look.
playing his music that you did not know?
He was DJing. So the art of DJing for me is something so key. I mean, like playing one track after the other, I feel like we all can do that. But he was DJing. I think just how he shifted my emotions throughout the set was the key thing for me more than anything. And I think the energy that he brought on stage was the one thing that made me enjoy exactly what he was doing. He was playing his music, of course. I mean, I believe that producers must play their own music. Me personally, play your music. And he was playing his music, but also he wasn't only exclusively playing his own music. I mean, I think I knew every song on the set, but that wasn't the point for me. Some other people might not know because I would know because I take it a point as to know the music because I'm a DJ. But I think for me it was just how he was DJing. It was just a matter of how he was playing his music and how he was playing the music.
How much music should a DJ? My question.
Please don't ask how many.
How much of unknown songs
Should someone have?
should someone rock in his set?
You see that? I think that goes back to telling someone what they must play. I think it's up to the person.
But also there's this thing of, by the way, Hintoni underground music. I don't know what that means. Hintoni underground. Just before I go there. It's unknown, ne? Ne anshel zemable zi unknown, ne? Okay, shows it's really zi unknowns. Or the exclusives.
Yeah, I guess.
Are they?
I don't want to be technical. I don't want to be crossed out all of a sudden because I said the wrong explanation. But that's.
But you can correct him if you. I mean, this is freaking. If someone feels like he's wrong, if you feel like he's wrong, pull up on him. I doubt he will be though.
It's just not mainstream, I guess.
Underground is not mainstream.
Yeah,
that's the definition.
For a select few. And then the thing is, how do you know that only a few like it? That's where it becomes a bit of a tricky situation.
The reason why I decided, because I don't know, I can't. This underground, I don't know what it means. I mean, I would say spiritual is an underground type of event. Yeah, I would say it's an underground type of event. I
but
don't
then
know
what
because
makes you say it's underground?
Because it's underground, bro. I mean, because it feels like
it's in the dungeon.
It just feels like it's in the dungeon. It just feels like it's in the. It just feels like we're freaking underground. Yeah. But
it's a happy place.
It's a fun place.
I was very happy when I was there.
I
was
people
extremely happy.
who say they're just gonna come and pop by, and not just popping by.
There's no such thing. So I think because I want to just go back to what you said, to what your question was. Underground is
how many
exclusives? Exclusives is Gumtulo that's not out yet, right? I just want us to be sure about the definitions here. It's music that's not out.
I can also rock songs that I know for a fact the crowd doesn't know, even though
it's
it's out.
Yeah.
But true, exactly. But that's not an exclusive, is it? Is it an exclusive?
Well,
exclusive is first play.
It's exclusive to the audience.
So exclusive is first play.
Yeah, it's an introduction.
It's an introduction, like first play type of vibe. Okay, cool. I personally believe that it depends on the. I don't think people should play a lot of songs that people don't know in their music. Then it goes.
Depends on who you're playing for.
What do you mean? Who you're playing for?
Go to a deep house spot. They're not trying to hear stuff they know.
But those kids, but they know the stuff that you think that they don't know. You know that, right?
Yeah, but.
Okay, sorry.
But these people know the stuff you think that they don't know, bro.
Not necessarily.
You can't know everything.
You can't know everything, but the thing that...
If you're going to go to Traxsource and download the song, that's number one.
Yeah, if you're going to go to top 10, you're going to go to people's top 10. It's not exclusive.
It's not exclusive.
But what I'm saying is, if you're playing for a niche crowd, well, you're going to crack your head trying to think, do they know, do they not know? They probably, give them the benefit of the doubt. They probably know the music that you think they don't know, is what I'm saying. They probably do. If it's a niche crowd, they probably do. They probably know more than you also.
Okay, wait. So then I'm just thinking about it now. If there's an exclusive, there's a song that
just dropped
Mzu's
yesterday.
Played, and then he's playing it again. It's still exclusive, but I'm hearing it for the second time. Is it still not exclusive to me? Because maybe it's exclusive because I can't access it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That's exactly why it's exclusive, because you can't access it. Yeah. So is that what you're saying in terms of terms of music?
So how much of it must be done?
Yeah.
Well, It can be quite special when people play music that's unknown, because it's not necessarily about people knowing the music. It's about if they can.
Sorry. Mob is like, pick me.
Okay.
Can you say something before you go, actually?
Okay, cool. So, on the unknown songs bit, right?
Yeah.
If you are, let's say, a big DJ, an OG, right, in the game, and we're talking about this unknown thing, but you have a whole bunch of your own music, because that's what DJs do. They throw their own music into their own sets and all that. Or you have a stable. You are Tira, you have a bunch of people, and you just want to throw it, because over time, and that's the strategy there. Over time you just keep throwing those songs into the mix, right? Is that an exclusive? Is that unknown?
It is.
It is.
For example, Tulo, for the longest time, it's been our strategy to do situations like that, where we would play a track and feel the energy. Sometimes it's even tracks that have been there for years. A song like Rambo was 4 years plus old before it even was decided it's gonna come out. There's even tracks that are, I feel, but sometimes the person is not feeling as well, but I'm like, but have you seen what they do? And then someone will never hear it again, or they hear it after a long time, or he'll play a song. Some people would even make jokes that he'll play a song for 2 years and then only release it in the third year.
No, that's that is, by the way, that mentality, and I think that he's one of the only people that is one of the,
because he knows how to play his music.
Exactly.
He knows how to play his music.
I feel like he's the only guy that can do that, and for me, that's what makes because I idolize the gent, right? I know you guys don't know, but I idolize the gent.
Oh, that's dope.
I idolize the gent. He's like I find him to be a god, basically a demigod.
There's your favorite DJ.
No, he's my favorite producer.
Oh.
Yeah, my favorite producer.
We're still trying to find your favorite DJ.
Exactly. He's a demigod to me. So when you do stuff like that, whereby you hear literally the song, especially songs that you get, and just like,
Even other people's songs as well.
Even other people's songs. This song has been playing. We've been playing it for 2 years, and I feel like, honestly speaking, because I'm biased towards the gent, because he's a demigod to me. I accept that, but I personally don't believe that your set shouldn't be full of exclusives. Number one, or unshazamable songs that people cannot find. Number one, I feel like you can throw them in here and there, maybe one or two nyana. But if people can't find the music, then what the hell is the point of it? What's the point?
Think about it this way, Sai.
Don't think about it from think about it from the consumer's perspective also.
Of course.
And then complain that people don't like the music, or people don't access or don't find the music, or not.
Yeah.
So DJing is an art, right?
Yes.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
I think an example I can make is just to justify people who sometimes play music that is unknown. Think about a comedian coming to recite the same jokes that you've heard him recite. They still make you laugh,
Which
but
they do.
at the same time,
Not me. I'm sorry.
not you. You don't want the same jokes.
No, not more than twice. I don't want to.
There's people who are like that with music, who don't want to hear the same you playing what you played the last time I heard you playing.
True.
That's what I was saying about the deep house.
So you see, with doing that, then that's reciting a new joke,
Yes.
which is an unknown joke.
But the thing is,
unknown
no,
music.
but that's what I'm saying is, yes, I get it, but I think also my problem is the obsession behind me wanting to be the first DJ that plays it, for instance, or us three being the only DJs that have that song. The obsession behind that is what I feel like I have a problem with. And then when and I feel like people should play songs that they must drop in the next month.
No,
2 months, guys.
it doesn't work that way though.
I know it doesn't work that way, but from the consumer's perspective, how the hell are you expecting me to vibe with the music you're playing?
Follow me and find me where I'm playing.
Because
it's the same situation where the whole vinyl situation was happening, where you,
With their own
to hear this, you must book a certain person.
But now listen, but now if you're talking about your music, I get that. Now we're talking about my music as well.
Okay.
Not my music. I'm just thinking about the mentality in general of us three wanting to play, us being the only ones to play this song.
Okay.
You know, that's what I'm talking about also. I can definitely do that when it comes to your music, because that's the whole point of a performance. If definitely, like I mean, as a consumer, I wouldn't even be angry. I would go just so I can hear you play your exclusive music, so I can look forward to hearing it dropped. Yeah, well,
and what if it's not out yet as well?
And that's okay.
You could be in studio today and be like, let me just try this out.
No, that's...
Now you're putting him under pressure to put it out in a month. And
no, that's...
Maybe he still wants to get a vocalist on it. Maybe he still wants to feature...
Actually, that's how I test drive beats.
I think everyone test drives them. They're like that.
It doesn't evoke the right emotion.
So where's this mentality then coming from, of this obsession of unshazamables? Like, where the hell is that obsession coming from?
But that's been a thing for a long time.
It's stupid.
I don't even...
I don't think it's stupid.
No, because
I don't
look
think
at what's happening now. Look at what's happening now. People are claiming that people somehow have this attachment to a certain sound because they feel like it only belongs to them, and that comes from this obsession of, I'm the only one who can play this music because I'm the only one who has this music. Do you get me? That's happening right now. People are saying stupid things on social media. I'm angry at piano. Why are they angry at piano? Because piano people put their music out there. Don't be angry at piano people, because they put their music out there, making music for the streets. They're making music for the consumer. They're not making music just so Mzu and Mlu can play.
Yeah.
You know, they're not making it for that. They're making it so people can consume it. So where the hell is this? What's the point of this obsession of now the three of us just having the song? Where the hell is it coming from if the point is so people can access the music?
Let me ask. So let's say I do a song and I share it with you, but I tell you, please do not give it to anyone else because, you know, I still need to fix up a few things, or I'm still, you know, trying to figure out if I need to add anything. And now you're out there playing my song, and people can't Shazam it because it's not out. What's supposed to happen in that case? Because now both me and you will be playing, not just me and you, and all my other close friends who are DJs. And
that's fine, but that's fine. I'm gonna play. That's fine. The point is so we can entertain the entertainer. I'm not now gonna go. I'm gonna be playing some exclusives tonight, some unshazamables, and now making a thing out of it. I don't expect to find anything tonight.
No, but that's.
I've seen those tweets.
But it's got its own people as well. It's necessary. It's got its own people that some people want to go out and be educated. Because I've got my own system at home. I've got all these songs that you were playing for me. Why am I leaving my comfort zone, a place of comfort, risking my life, driving on the road, drinking alcohol at a much more expensive price to hear something that I already have?
That's
in my
true.
own house?
I agree 100%. I guess I hear you. No, I guess I hear you.
Don't want to hear anything that
they already know.
They will give you. Because they
so let's
get
not
music.
Complain then. Let's not complain. Let's not.
Who's the let's?
The producers and the musicians that aren't commercializing or making much money from their music. Let's not complain because we're complaining. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you must understand that you're gonna have to understand that
what you're
not
doing
gonna
it for.
make as much sales.
Yes.
You must do that knowing all of those things. It's
So let's not complain. I'm tired
also,
of hearing people complain. I'm like, okay, cool, stop complaining. Okay, cool, your sound. What's your sound? Cool, okay, cool. Do this and that and that. Put it on mainstream. Make it accessible to mainstream. Make it in a way where mainstream is gonna like it. Don't complain that you're not making money through music because you're not making money for mainstream consumption.
It wouldn't make sense to complain if you're gonna go that route. It wouldn't, because if you're wanting it to be not accessible, unless you're gonna be selling it at a much higher
price.
Yeah.
Ne?
Or on the back end of it, you might be making more money through charging more for your gigs because you've got music that is inaccessible, and then in a way you have.
But that's also another conversation. On the other hand, on its own. Yeah, that's another conversation on its own.
No, I'm just saying, it can work in different ways. So
how are you gonna charge more when people don't know?
No, but you're not getting booked because we know the music that you play. You're getting booked because you've got the ability to entertain.
This is South Africa. Let's be honest. Why are people getting booked?
But as a DJ, you can't be becoming a DJ only to service just South Africa. You must see yourself as a worldwide.
But let's be honest, this is South Africa though. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying. This is South Africa. We are entertaining for a South African crowd. I mean,
then what's the difference between why big book Mzu instead of Sai?
That's what I'm asking you, because Tina City. What was my train of thought now? Because what I'm saying is, if Mzu is unknown, how are you gonna book Mzu? Nandiazi, of course they're gonna book me because they know me. That's
But
how
why
South
you
Africa
know?
works.
But how
because
are you
my
know?
music is out there, people are singing along to it, and that's why they book.
That's one thing.
This is
But
South Africa.
I think-
I'm just playing the devil's
think your
advocate
point
on
is
South Africa's mind.
If you know that if you book Mzu, you're gonna hear a lot of unshazamables, then you can increase your price because you know you get exclusives only from that guy.
When it comes to niche market.
Yeah, niche market. Like that guy is the one for the kind of crowd that I have for my event.
Yeah,
whatever event it is.
let's be
and
honest.
it's not going to be necessary to book him for a place where you want people to be singing along and doing all of these things. They won't be able to do those things.
Guys, South Africans want to dance and sing along. Let's
Not everywhere, but I get you. You're talking
lot of
about
them.
that. Yeah, not
They like Scooby. They like to sing and
If you want
dance in
Scooby,
South
book
Africa.
me.
They like no, but let's be honest actually, because I've really been wondering as to the taste South Africa has in music, and as the taste as from the consumer side to the DJ side to producers to the everybody. I've just been really wondering what like Nyani, because if I'm wondering this because people get booked to entertain when they are not entertainers because they are trending on social media, for instance, and especially when with music as well, people book trending. And this is on a wide national range, by the way, because I'm not talking about when you go specifically for the niche market. I mean, we've been saying this term niche. In South Africa, because people want their clubs to be full, they will go for the trending topic at this point in time. They will go for the trending sound at the time. We all know that. So now, that's how I guess they sift their booking system as a promoter. They think I'm right now.
Yeah, no, I can't say where I went.
I went to this place.
I went to this place, and a young lady was playing, and she's very popular, over 100,000 followers. But I've never heard her playing, so I was interested because I'm a DJ. Like, hey, what's new blood in the industry?
Yeah.
She played a song and struggled to mix it. And then she decided, you know what, I'm just gonna let it play up until it's finished, and then I'm gonna
Play another one.
And play another one. And I was like, see now, DJing is not what it was when I got in. Like when I started DJing, it's
Which was when, by the way?
a long time ago.
Which is 20 what? Because surely it's not 1990.
No, it's not the 90s.
You know when you get like your producer pulls up on you and they're like, that's what's happening right now. I'm reading this out loud.
Okay.
So the producer says famous comedians are known for going to test out new jokes at small clubs, noting and reacting, and noting their reactions and seeing what works. Is that the case with DJs? Are there certain clubs, or are there certain clubs where you can test out mostly new music? I think that's a.
I think
That's
yeah.
There are clubs
Grab
where
a
you
chair,
can test out.
producer, come sit here.
You might as well.
There definitely are, honestly, clubs where you can go and test out new music, and I think that I believe you can do that anywhere. If it's one song, you throw it in. I believe you can do it at any club, but there are specific clubs. Like, I mean, at your venue, I go for the music there at Spiritual. Definitely, I just go for the music. I go to see if someone's gonna drop something I had never heard before, and yeah, that's why I go.
And you are gonna hear something you've never
Yes,
heard.
exactly. I go hoping I'm gonna hear something I've never heard before.
Yeah, no, because it really takes a lot to put the people that come through as well, just understanding the homework you do on the guys.
Yeah.
Because you're putting a lot of trust in someone for a whole 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it must make sense to someone who's paid their hard-earned money to come and get something that they're not really gonna get anywhere else. There's many places you can go to, and if you're not really bringing anything special, the smallest, even 2% of something special is good enough to get someone out of their house.
True. Yeah, true. So because I want to you were saying something, and then I followed up with, because I was still going on the point of.
But to answer that, I also forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about that DJ.
The comedians
The
took
DJ.
the spot.
But to talk to that, so there are different kinds of gigs, right? There are gigs where, like, I'm like, it's nice, it's chilled. This is where I can test out my new stuff or whatever music I downloaded yesterday, because not everyone is nicely chilled. But if I'm going to a spot, there's like 2,500 people. I'm not testing out anything.
But then, but then as well, if it's a chilled spot, would you then say it's a true reflection of what the song can do?
Good point.
Because that packed spot, more people, like, it's a numbers game. So 2,500 people dancing to the track and
It's
10 people
better than
dancing
10.
to the track. Which one has got a more credible reference?
Good point.
That's a good
That's
point.
a valid point.
But I would rather though test.
For the risk assessment.
Risk assessment. Yeah, I'd rather test out from within a more chilled environment than be in front of 2.5 people and try out a song.
Me, I don't care. To be honest with you, if I feel like this is the direction it's going and I feel like it makes sense for me to play it right now, I'm probably gonna play it.
And there's so many songs out there that you're not necessarily testing out. Like, there's so many nice songs that people don't know.
Yeah, true.
Like, my USB is full of stuff. I'm like, how come this song never made it?
Don't you?
Yeah.
And I'll rock that in front of the 2,500 people.
I really love that when someone can find a way of playing a song that came out in 2001 that people have missed, because it's I feel like as a DJ it's your
It's
duty
your job, yeah.
to show people what they've missed
What
out
they've
on,
missed
because
out.
not everyone gets an opportunity to get a listen to everything, and sometimes some music just doesn't age, and
True.
or sometimes it didn't make sense before, but right now
It makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And it just goes to show how often do you find yourself. I usually say that my preparation is like, but I find myself never having playing the sets. I'm gonna say sets because I prepare more than one set for a venue. When I get to the venue, I find myself playing something completely different from what I had thought I'm going to play prior to when I got to the venue. How often I find myself doing that a lot, actually. And then I don't get to play some of the songs, the new songs, or that I thought I wanted to play, because now the vibe is a completely different direction than I thought it would be.
Please explain to me what's preparing to you.
To me, it's just trying to anticipate. Let me say, if I'm there, my set time is 10 to 11, then I'm gonna try and anticipate what kind of vibe I'm expecting to create on a 10 to 11 type of set at that particular venue.
Yeah.
You see, that's preparation. I put together the sound, the music that will.
Is it songs? Is it like? So these are the songs.
You sequence the whole set.
No. Who let me say who does that, because
No, there are people who do that.
No, I definitely do. I what I do is, like I said, I have. In my USBs, I've got a lot of genres in my USBs, like a lot. So it's a matter of deciding what direction in terms of the vibe I go for. If this is the song I start with, then this is the direction I'm going with the sound. That's my form of preparation. And then I put together the music that is just as in the playlist, let me say, of music that is going to take that direction. But then I still have all of these other folders on my USBs, just in case something happens whereby, for instance, it's a completely different vibe than I thought it would be at the venue.
Oh, okay.
Well, it happens. I think some people would, like, for example, I'll probably have like 1 or 2 songs that I know I will play at some point in the night, so now I have to see how it will work out.
Yeah.
If it doesn't allow it to happen, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Maybe there's, I don't know, like guys like Enigma would have a set where they know pretty much what they want to try out. The rest is up to
vibe.
What happens. Then, for example, you get a Tiesto set at an Ultra, and he's got a lot of things going on. There's someone who's already ready with the lighting, the widgets and stuff. So the set has to be prepared already.
Yes.
So it depends on what level you're doing it at as well. Because sometimes you can't. Sometimes some people do want to have track 1 to the end completely ready. And then you get there and it works, and then you get there and it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work from the first 2 tracks, trust me, at no point are you gonna catch it.
Yes.
At no point. It's gonna be a miserable hour or 2.
I'm weird. I hope I can explain this right. every song. So I have like templates of sets in my head. So when I download a song,
You already
I know exactly
where
in
it
which
fits in.
template it would fit in and at what time I would play it. So let's say I'm playing an hour set and I download your song. I know exactly that if I'm playing this template, there's nothing on the template. It's kind of music. It's like if I'm playing a old school sing-alongs, I know which old school sing-alongs I'm most likely to play. So if my preparation is, do I have all the old school sing-alongs? Yes, I do. But the way I'll play them, the way they structured in my USB, I know that. So when I want to transition from mellow to, I go to this folder. I don't know which song, but I'll go to this folder. I'll find a song. When I want to rock, I know there's a folder for rocking for each and every. So when I download a song, I know exactly
Which folder is going in.
It's gonna go to this folder, and I'm most likely to play it halfway through the set when I'm transitioning to the next. So I can't do the whole. This is the songs I'm gonna play.
So
No,
for me, a song can appear in more than one folder because
Same here.
I'd have like based on mood or energy, and then I would have if I'm really looking for a certain artist, I've got his own folder, and then if I've got just the instrumental versions of, for example, or whatever, it's quite sorted in a way, but not sorted because you could find it here and find it the other way. So if you have to know the music, otherwise you'll end up playing the same song more than once.
Yeah.
So it differs in that sense. But in terms of preparation, I don't know.
Even me, I'm just like, I don't know. Because if you do that, you'll play a concert at
Preparation
6
is
p.m.
preparation is just whatever, as much as I can, but just to make me feel comfortable, to know whatever gets thrown at me, I'm ready for it.
No, you can wake me up and be like, Mzu, let's go.
rock. I'll be ready.
Go, yeah.
Because I was doing mixes for radio for like every weekend. I would have to have a complete set of new songs.
Oh, your library's lit, huh?
So it wasn't it wasn't a thing of, if you didn't hear it this week, that way, because the thing, the narrative that was trying to get driven was, you have to catch it. You can't miss it, because I'm not gonna replay it again next week or the week after.
I understand 100%.
So for different people, it's different things.
Yeah, I used to, because back in Grahamstown, I used to have a house music radio show, and I had of course, yeah.